Sometimes as physicians, I think that we get caught up treating the symptom or worrying about the symptom, and we don't look at the real problem. What's the cause of the problem? And I think it's the exact same things that happens in our life. We worry about treating symptoms of things in our life, like anxiety, worry, stress, things that just build up on our lives, and we worry about treating the symptoms, but we don't ever really look at the problem and try to solve the problem. I think it's time we start worrying about solving the problem. There's an old metaphor that I just listened to in a book that I've been reading, and the metaphor goes something like this. There are villagers that live by a river, and they visit the river every day to wash and get water. And they're at the river one day, and a body floats down the river. And they see this body, and they get the body out of the river, and they do the right thing. They bury the body, they give it a proper burial and a memorial, and then they go around on about their business. The next day they go to the river, and two bodies float down the river, and they do the right thing. They get the bodies out of the river, they give it a proper burial, and the next day, three bodies float down the river. And so the villagers decided something's going on upriver. We need to quit just burying the bodies. We need to find out what's going on upriver and solve the problem. I think it's time in our lives that we quit focusing so much on the symptoms, but we look for the problem. And that's real in my life. I have so many things that go on in my life, and so often I just try to ignore the problem for fear that it may be harder to treat. And I just try to treat the symptoms that result with anxiety and stress and worry. But I think it's time we go upriver and solve the problem. Let's make the most of every opportunity every day to solve the problems in our life and not just treat the symptoms. It's real in my life, and I'm bringing it to you because it's real in my life. And I've decided, as of now, I'm going upriver, and I'm looking for the problems and trying to solve the problems. Make the most of every opportunity. Moio, everywhere we go.